Theme sequences are important. That cannot be overstated. They are a key element of making a good show. And even though they are literally the first thing we see when watching a TV show, they are usually overlooked, and nowadays, thanks to streaming, they tend just to be skipped. But the thing is, without them, so many shows just wouldn't be the same. So today, we're going to take a look at some TV show theme songs and theme sequences, see what they get right, see what they get wrong, and explain why they are, at least in my opinion, one of the most important parts of a good TV show. So to start, let's take a look at some good TV show theme sequences. One that always comes to mind is Adventure Times. It's cute and fun with bright colors and lively characters. But just like the show itself, hidden right beneath this fun kids show is a grave of horror. Dead bodies, bombs, and a wide variety of other things you wouldn't tend to find in a kids show. This theme sequence perfectly represents the show. It has a facade of being cute and cuddly, only then to shock you with the dark secrets that lie beneath the surface. And the fact this theme song is kept the same throughout most of the show's runtime, with only alternate versions to represent key moments in the show, it's a testament to the quality of Adventure Time as a whole. We see various characters that pop up throughout the show, some that aren't introduced until halfway through the first season, and some that are introduced even later. It's a really good show, and this theme sequence really represents that as a whole. The typing in the background, while actually an accident on the show's part, ends up really showing how parts of the show are just, well, kind of like a storybook. But overall, the theme sequence is really good, and it's one of my personal favorites. Another great title sequence is Arcane's title sequence. And I've talked about the show a decent amount before, even making what I still consider to be one of my best videos on it. But I didn't really touch on its theme sequence. What Arcane does is really interesting. It uses the song Enemy by Imagine Dragons, which is a bop, and makes the animation of the sequence fit the song, even going as far to have the screen shake during certain beats of the song. But besides the work and the music, what really makes this sequence work is how it uses its art to convey what the show is about. It has solid statues of our characters in different poses and points in their lives, and has them at key moments in the story. Jace with the orb, Victor studying, and Vi and Jinx fighting. It's great, and I love this show. One other really great title sequence is regular shows. But this one isn't great for showing off its show or its characters, but instead, it's great because it lies to you. It is very simple, having a spacey background with just some text. It makes the show seem like it's just another regular sitcom. And that's the point. It gets across how boring and similar the show really seems. But once you actually watch the show, you see it's anything but regular. This title sequence is a great bait and switch. And one more really good one, let's take a look at the recent masterpiece, Better Call Saul.
I was acting. Or was I?
What's interesting about this theme sequence is not what's in it, but instead how it changes over time. At first it's bright and colorful, but every season it slowly wears down until it's almost like a VHS tape that is being worn out, until eventually it's nothing but a blue screen with white text. Why this is interesting is because of how it represents Saul Goodman as a character. Each season he loses more and more of his morals until he eventually becomes the money-grubbing lawyer we see in Breaking Bad. And while this title sequence represents that perfectly, it's also pretty catchy too, and sets the mood for what the show is and how the character evolves. Seriously, so many title songs are a bop. Why are they so underrated? But not all title sequences are great, and even some of my favorite shows have ultimately weak title sequences. Case in point, Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, I love Ultimate Spider-Man. While nowhere near as the best Spider-Man show, Spectacular Spider-Man, it was the main one I watched growing up and introduced me to so many fun new characters and locations in the Marvel Universe. Taskmaster, Deadpool, Beetle, Doctor Doom, this show was my introduction to all of them, and I will always have a soft spot in my heart for it. But it just has a weak-ass title sequence. It's literally just the title of the show being webbed away. It doesn't tell us anything about the characters, story, or themes of the show, just the name and the fact it has webs. Coming off the back of Spectacular Spider-Man, the best Spider-Man TV show I might add, it just does a disservice to the character. It was a staple for Spider-Man shows to have amazing title sequences, usually with great music to boot, but Ultimate Spider-Man was as lazy and bare bones as it can be. It doesn't bring anything new to the table. It doesn't give us anything we can't tell by reading the title of the show because, well, it is the title. So with all of this, I think it's safe to say a lot of shows have great title sequences, and there are lots I didn't mention here. Teen Titans, The Amazing World of Gumball, Disenchantment, Luke Cage, Uncle Grandpa, rest in peace, Invader Zim, and just so many others. Whenever I watch a TV show, the opening credits always set the mood for the show. They are the key to hooking the audience in. This video was just to shed light on a very underrated part of TV, but I suggest you guys rewatch the opening to shows you like and really think about how it sets the mood for the show. Is it upbeat like Uncle Grandpa? Is it serious or scary like Batman the Animated Series? Or is it chaotic and unreal like Rick and Morty? Just rewatch the theme sequence and see how much effort the showrunners put into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye!